Jacaranda FM.
You guys from Monark. It's the first time that I actually chat to you. I think I might have chatted to you along like on a red carpet somewhere.
Indeed.
But thanks for joining me in studio.
Man, it's so
Awesome,
great to be
thanks a
back.
lot.
Great.
Listen, first things first. You dropped the brand new album 2 weeks ago, give or take, and it's self-titled. But you guys took a whole new direction, according to the press release. So I need you to explain, like, in what sense? Sonically, the new direction. What did you say?
Yeah, I think that there's a natural like process of content. Obviously, content will always be newer and fresher because life changes, you know, and you experience different stuff. But sonically as well, definitely, we were like kind of influenced by the world music, but also we just love what's happening out there, you know. And it kind of gave a little bit of freedom for us to do what we want, and. But in terms of production, there's also a very, very like sparse use of elements, which is not like the usual thing we do. We, like in the past, the songs were really loaded and kind of like, how can you say, like almost theatrical in a sense, you know, like a wall of sound, like layers and layers, and kind of like an onion.
And then the album is called Monark.
Yes.
Why that decision? Where does that come from?
Well, we just got to a place, as Eugene said, the whole, like the sound and maybe even like the content, the lyrics is more raw. It's more, it's less packaged. So we just got to a point where we realized, you know, while busy with the album, that flip, like this is, you know, this is just more who we are. And so we kind of wanted to convey the message of this is Monark, you know, this is who we are. You know, we've kind of we've already had the first date with the previous album, so now we can get to know each other a bit better. Yeah. So we kind of, that's just, it's a bit of a statement we want to make.
Of course. Now, what would you say is the main message of this album, or the main thread, if you like, of this album?
Yeah, it's kind of like opposites. We've said it a couple of times to other people as well, but it plays with contrast because that's what life's all about. You know, like ups and downs. You almost feel bipolar, and it's getting. That's not a confession.
Tell us more, Eugene. Tell us more.
No, like it's a bipolar society. You know, like everything's getting very quick, and I think like you go through emotions a lot quicker, and so you experience love and hate like in the same day, or like rejection and acceptance and stuff like that. So, and that also happens in relationships, you know, and. I think like that's maybe if there's an overarching theme, it works with those, and then ask questions like how do you deal with this, and which one do you choose? Do you choose like if a person says I love you, or do you choose when they say they're not in love anymore, stuff like that. And so it's like it's very serious stuff we deal with, but we leave it kind of open-ended and saying like this is what we deal with. And hopefully it helps you by knowing that other people go through the same stuff.
Of course, so it's literally open to interpretation. Now I want to ask you, Monark fans, are you obviously giving them what they want and at the same time like trying to get new audiences? How difficult is it getting that balance?
Yeah, that's the difficult part. We haven't had the opportunity to really, I mean the jury is still out. The album's still very fresh and new, but that is exactly the question we've been grappling with, and I guess there's still a golden thread in terms of the songwriting and the, you know, Eugene's vocal. That's staying the same, and it's not overly dark, and we didn't create art that will fly over people's head. It's still very much Monark, but as Eugene said, a little bit more open-ended and unapologetically us. I don't think we try to smooth the edges over too much. So, yeah.
Oh, sorry, man. Like a thread that runs through as well is like a kind of a weird way we approach like Hardship. You know, like we got a couple of songs in this album as well, links to the other stuff from the previous album. So in a sense, it deals with hard stuff and maybe sorrow and pain in a kind of a child naivety, you know, like if you can call it that, because it kind of tries to see the beautiful in this, or just ask questions that are not complicated at all, you know, like just asking why does this happen, you know, and then trying to see like a beautiful picture beyond that, and but everything is in a very uncomplex kind of a way. It talks about very complex stuff, but try and make it simple.
Of course. You also mentioned in the press release that it's important to write and make music that you'd also listen to. Why? Like, I get what you're saying, but why?
I think if you're going to be performing your music and you're going to be putting it out there, you need to believe in it and support it. And you're not going to put on a decent show, especially live, if you aren't feeling the music. And if you aren't enjoying it, people are going to pick up on that, and then you sort of doomed to failure from the beginning, I would have thought.
Of course. And is it vital as an artist to challenge yourself all the time and push yourself, like, as a group? Obviously, pushing the limits all the time when it comes to music. Is it vital, and why, would you say?
Yeah, it's definitely vital, point number one. But it's also important to strike a balance. It's important to, like, you can get so caught up in trying to have the best business, to have the best music out there, to have everything working perfectly, and get caught up in that and not be able to just enjoy what you're doing when you're doing it. Because we are in a certain sense very very OCD about certain stuff, so we can be discontent very easily. So we would like question everything we're doing, and are we doing it right? Why aren't we doing it better? Why isn't this working? Blah blah blah. And that if you continue that train of thought for a couple of weeks, we would all be so flippant depressed. It makes it difficult. So you have to have a balance, like, because it's important to strive for excellence and to kind of have all the facets of your business and music run well. But it's also important to just for a while sit back and see, okay, it's going well, enjoy what you're doing while you're doing it.
You gotta have that, like, we are artists, definitely, but sometimes we even doubt that because we're very, like, much realist as well. But we're trying to get that, like, dreamer going again, so because it happens when the songs are written, maybe some stages and stuff, but then you're also so focused on, like, getting it right. But now I think we're at a place with our band that we are checking how this whole thing works and the machine, and we're trying to streamline it in the sense that you give away those tasks to people that really understand that specific thing, so that we can actually start just enjoying the music and just dream.
Of course, and while you're doing it, you're keeping people like us, like, glued to our, like, radio sets or whatever. So thanks for doing that.
Thanks so much.
I want to ask you, it's a difficult one. I hate asking this question, but I have to. Could you pick favorites from the new album, and why? Could you pick?
Yes,
like, a favorite?
I'll pick a favorite. Like, we always hesitant. Like, can I pick two?
You can pick two.
No,
Okay.
you can only pick one.
Lonely Light and You Lie.
Mine is Sake of Your Love.
Yeah, I go with Lonely Light. Actually, I lie. I could go with You Lie.
Nice. Mine is Show Me the Love.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, we can't wait. I haven't heard of, like, the album, and I can't wait to hear it. And you'll also be playing us, giving us a bit of a taste. Have you decided what song you're going to do for us? Acoustically?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do Broken. Our new single, how fitting.
Of course. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. If people want to get in touch on social media, where can they go? And obviously the album, all, like, retailers, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you can catch us across social media platforms at Monark Band, and then the album is available on all digital platforms, so Apple Music, Google Play, and you can also look out for our CD launch shows. It's coming up in Joburg, Rivonia, Barnyard.
Thank you so much.
Jacaranda FM.